Welcome back to SoulCalibur. Let's continue mission battle. This was a lot of fun. You know, I don't... yeah, I'll stick with Astaroth for a little bit. Okay. Oh, I guess I already have it where we need to be. Oh no, I won that one. Defeat Huang. Okay, so then you have to go into Art Gallery and buy more pictures, right? I guess I'll just keep buying prologue stuff. We got Sophidia kicking somebody's butt. Is that part of Soul Edge? Is that Cervantes? SoulCalibur Prologue Chapter 4. However, there was one woman who defied this fate. She was the sacred warrior Sophitia, sent by a divine oracle from Hephaestus, the god of fire and smithery. Oh, whoops. She succeeded in shattering one of the evil swords while engaging in a fierce battle to the death with the pirate Cervantes. Good job, Soph. Yeah, just give me a minute to figure out the controls here again. New stage, Harbor of Souls. Hot dog. Man, that is a great look on Cervantes' face. Prologue, Chapter 5. Yet her victory came at a price, for she was gravely wounded by fragments of the shattered sword. With the destruction of one half of Soul Edge, Cervantes became enraged, as if a part of his body had been destroyed. He was about to take her life when Taki, the shadow huntress of demons, appeared to stop him. Well, I think this is going to be the last one. Because I'm out of coin. Although his equilibrium was broken due to the loss of one blade, Cervantes fought Taki with his murderous rage, but lost to the demon hunter in the end. Is that why in SoulCalibur 2 he has Nirvana? That's his little... That's his gun that has like the... His sword that has the gun in it. Harbor of Souls. You are surrounded by a pair of warriors at an Indian port. It appears that you have attracted the notice of all the locals because of your inquiries about the evil sword, Soul Edge, as well as by your appearance. I gotta get warmed up for this reading. It appears that you have attracted the notice of the locals because of your inquiries about the evil sword, Soul Edge, as well as by your appearance. A little while ago, you came across a disturbing rumor that the entire crew of a pirate ship was annihilated here. What disturbs you the most was that the crew met its fate at the hands of a group of strange monsters. Ever since that event, rumors of an evil sword have spread like wildfire throughout the port and filled the hearts of the people with worry. These warriors who surround you now seem to have something to do with this. There is no profit at all in fighting here at this time. However, your attackers have already drawn their weapons and made their challenge to you. There is no escaping this situation. Defeat both enemies. Wow, that's a pretty raunchy outfit there. Got their Voldo. Ew, he's got like scales on his leg. Shine. Next.
Versus Maxi. Versus Maxi. Fight.
Oh shit! Oh, he was just soul charging.
You win!
You didn't finish the sentence. Okay, so then I have to go buy more art. Well, I do like looking at the art, but they were right to let you do that at your discretion instead of needing to do this to unlock the next level. Bride carrying Sophidia. That's a Giga Stacy move. Chapter 7. Taki obtained a fragment of the shattered soul edge, and with her mission complete, departed with the badly injured Sophidia, whose life hung by a thread. You can hear the noises Sophidia would make. She'd be going... Oh man, that's his crazy face. Siegfried's looking crazy. Chapter 8. Siegfried, the innocent dark side, came to the Spanish port town to seek the legendary Sword of Vengeance. Yet all that he found there was what appeared to be the corpse of a pirate captain. The sword clutched in the dead pirate's hand caught his attention, and so Siegfried approached the corpse. Oh, that's how he got Soul Edge. He, picked it off of Cervantes. And as soon as he picked it up, it's not a slow transformation. It's not like Siegfried slowly grew that arm over time. It's just like, poof, he's Nightmare. Chapter 9. But then the corpse suddenly rose amid flames of hellfire. It seemed as if evil itself had possessed Cervantes' body to become corporeal. Is that kind of Inferno-ish? That's pretty much what he did in Soul Edge. That was where I rage quit Soul Edge, basically. Actually, no, that was Voldo. Voldo made me rage quit Soul Edge. The Maze of the Dead. Ooh, I hope this is like those underground mazes in SoulCalibur 2. Those were really cool. The one where you fight like a bajillion berserkers. Look at him, what an edgelord. Literally. Siegfried became the Soul Edgelord. Chapter 10. Mortal combat ensued. Although the Zweihander was too large to be held by the hands of the boy, he swung the giant sword effortlessly. The eyes of the boy were filled with madness as the sword cut the air with a terrific roar. When the battle was over, only the burned-out remains of the pirate's corpse was left. In the blood-stained hands of the boy was his Zweihander, broken at its hilt. The image of Soul Edge enveloped in hellfire burned fiercely in the boy's eyes. He laughed crazily. Hey, I can get all of these. Giant hands. I know what we're going for is foreshortening here, but foreshortening is difficult. It can come up. That's a bit of a perspective fail there. Soul Edge had lost its host and was on the verge of tearing itself apart. As if guided by Soul Edge, the youth with the dark soul reached out to it. I mean, I'm busting this artist's balls, but this is better than anything I could do. And it still has even by Japanese standards, this has an amateur quality to it, but it's good. I hold them to higher standards than us because their art programs are so much better. I mean, people can graduate with a 4-year art degree from our colleges and still draw like a toddler. And they use the excuse, it's my style. It's just my style. That night, a mysterious light was seen on the Spanish shoreline. A white column of light pierced the clouds and shattered throughout the sky. Scattered. A white column of light pierced the clouds and scattered throughout the sky. Witnesses of this event had no idea that the beautiful sight they beheld was the dissemination of the evil seed that would soon bring misfortune to the world. We're disseminating evil seeds? That sounds kind of gross. And so history turned its page anew. These tales you are about to witness occurred in the 16th century. 20 points left. Maybe I can get one? Yes. Yes, I can. Following extra mode, character profiles, museum mode. Let's see that pre-render of Shang. The announcer says it like with a J sound. I think that's how Killick says it too. In Japanese, Killick says it like, I think he says like Jianhua. Jianhua! Maybe he says Shanhua, I'm not sure. Either way, cute. That is a very cute 90s hairstyle. Another thing that Japanese graphic arts do much better than us is cute short hairstyles for girls. Our short hairstyles for girls just come across as like butch and disgusting. But you know that's just people trying to prove a point. Hollywood in particular. Alright, let's fight. Maze of the Dead. This is an underground ruin somewhere in Turkey where ancient treasures are said to lie. No one has successfully retrieved treasures from the depths of the labyrinth-like ruins and escaped with their lives. It's been more than 10 hours since you began your search, but you still wander through the ruins. However, you still feel unusually strong. In fact, strangely enough, you find that your agility is increased if you focus your mind and spirit. Although there is no way for you to know, these effects are caused by vapors from the moss that grows in abundance within the labyrinth. Several hours later, you finally stumble upon the exit, but a stranger stands in your way. A soul charge increases your speed. Defeat both enemies.
Versus Yoshimitsu. Versus Yoshimitsu. Fight!
Oh shit! Oh, he got me with the crazy one. Gotta use that range.
You win!
But it's not over.
Versus Sonmina. Versus
Hi.
Sonmina. Fight!
This is a friendly lady. Oh, right. I need to do the soul charge. Oh man, it really pumps your speed up. Holy shit. Whoa. Whoa.
You win!
Probably still could have done that without the soul charge. I don't think the soul charge, the soul, like all that stuff, they didn't perfect that until 6. What they did with it in 6 is really fun. That's Shanghua's extra costume. Well, that definitely looks like a Japanese model. I wonder who they used as a reference, or maybe the artist just used like an image search. Either way, those faces are great. Cute outfit and a cute face. And a cute hairstyle too. go. There's the Maxi we know. Rocking them burns. Maxi won. With his numb chunks. Nice pattern on the clothes, too. Don't have enough for that. The Wild Samurai, Mitsurugi. Mr. Yugi, too. Didn't unlock a level. I have 20 points left. I don't think anything in here is less than 50. Oh, no, I saw one. There's Taki. That is a really good phase. Yeah, I still didn't unlock anything. Well, this is what I was wondering about. Like, what happens when you don't? Do I have to replay a mission? Well, I hope they give you points. Okay, now it's Nightmare.
Versus Nightmare. Versus Nightmare. Fight! You win!
Tamashi, ore no mono.
Versus Son Mina.
Astaroth's a little slow.
Mina. Fight! Knockout! You win!
Yeah, I guess you just do it again, get some more points. Buy some more art. Buy some pictures, my dude. Mind if I do? That one's pricey. I'm gonna have to do it again. Any one of these could be my thumbnail. Even the picture itself is high res. Like, you can only just barely see a little bit of artifacting around him. Man, this here Dreamcast is something else. I see now why the Dreamcast still has diehard fans. And boy howdy, let me tell you, we're gonna have a video that's gonna be like a variety pack thing. I got a whole bunch of games. My new Dreamcast just came in the mail. I got a big fat stack of games. We're just gonna kind of like rapid fire them, see what I like in there, and if I come across something I like, then it will be an episode in its own. Okay, I have to do this mission again. That is a great face for Ivy too. Man, those pre-renders are gorgeous. Tekken also has some very good pre-renders. The thumbnail for my Tekken 4 video has a good pre-render. It's the image for Paul and Kazuya. Do you lose it, like, from taking damage? Like, you have your soul charge until you take damage? I like how Astaroth emotes with his eyebrows. Yeah, because it's gone now. brutal. Things that they do to each other in this game, like without dying. Oh shit! Damn it! No. No, I haven't. No, give me Song Mina again. I want to beat her ass for that. I'm gonna spank her booty raw next time I see her. He doesn't seem to have the version of that kick where he, like, walks over their face. Well, here's my chance to avenge myself. Am I gonna get spanked by her again? No, I'm not.
Shindaka.
More pictures. This doesn't seem to be unlocking another level. I'm gonna go to a different category. That's just more of the pre-renders. Special CG. That's a nice one. We got Edgemaster, Killick, and Xianghua on one side. Lizard Man, he's in this? Lizard Man, Astaroth, Ivy, and Nightmare. Red and blue. The marketing cheat code. These days it's blue-orange. Or at least it was for a while. Is blue-orange still a thing? I know that was a joke for video game covers for a while. That's Killick's belt. What is that thing? It's like some kind of jade deal that he wears. I don't know much about Killick's story, even though he and Xianghua are like top build usually. Xianghua being cute, doing cute things. Man, those are really good. She's a limber young lass. I don't think I'd be able to get my leg to move the way hers did there without being in pain. Okay, well, we still haven't unlocked anything else. Not going to redo that one. I'm kind of tired of this. Do this one again. Okay, that face is a little funky. Wang's face there looks a bit strange. In-game model looks fine. You know, you gotta give them props, because a lot of the time, the pre-rendered graphics are the aspect of a game that has aged the worst. I was playing Haunting Ground the other day, and oh my lord, do the pre-rendered cutscenes in that look weird. Her face looks terrible in those cutscenes. Fiona. That game is so bad. I didn't know Capcom made so many stinkers around that time period. The only reason to play that game is to ogle Fiona.
Let me into your womb, Fiona.
There we go. Gotta give me something new here. Oh, cool! It's the face I just looked at. I want to get a closer look at that. I feel like maybe they tried to make him look a little older, because he's got like some lines on his mouth there, but maybe that's just the 3D getting weird. And maybe it's just because I'm not a fan of Huang. This is what he looks like in SoulCalibur 6. He's got the Bloodborne hat though. Emperor's Garden. You have come to the great empire of the Ming in East Asia. You are here at the request of one of the Ming's generals to appear in an exhibition fight to be held before the imperial nobility. According to the general, he wants you to demonstrate your famed fighting skills in front of his emperor. You are told that if you win the match, you can ask for anything as a reward. Anything? You decide to accept the offer. However, there was one rule for the contest. The first fighter to get 16 hits against his opponent shall be judged victorious. Strength is not necessary to win in this match. You will need to use many fast moves instead. With this in mind, you step upon the battle stage. Hint: you must learn to use attack moves that can be executed quickly to hit the opponent many times. You can check the speed of a move by opening the command list. Okay, this is the first time where I feel like I should switch characters.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
You know what? We were just talking about Shang. Let's take her out for a spin.
Shanfa
He says Shanfa. Shanfa.
versus Nightmare. Fight!
Laureate. Oh shit. You end up halfway on the other side of the stage if you miss. With that one. Omakeo? Even if you play as a big character, I think you would probably just want to focus on kicks here. Gochiso-sama? Is that a joke? Because that's usually what you say after, like, eating.
Versus Shanfa. Fight!
She being silly. Totome, that's like finish you off. Top 10 anime noises. Hey, how do you do that one?
You win!
No, Marseille! Yes, sirree, SoulCalibur has some of the prettiest girls I have ever seen in a video game. And some of the coolest dudes, too. I think you could say I just love SoulCalibur. I was looking forward to this. I had dreams about it and I was looking forward to playing more. Oh man, that texture on his face. I'm glad people have an appreciation for early 3D graphics. There definitely is, like, they have their own atmosphere to them.
A new feature added.
Silk Road Ruins. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of a stupid looking costume. That hat is pretty goofy. I like the face. I wonder what it says on his hand. That's like nightmare mode difficulty Japanese. Oh, we've got a little bit of glitchy graphics there. Oh, all you have to do is refresh the image and that goes away. Yeah, my Dreamcast is a little bit crusty. Lizardman. New stage. Money Pit. Money Plane. Money Plane unlocked. Ew. He's kind of gross looking. I wonder how the Scalies feel about Lizard Man. Wonder where he falls on these Scalies. On the Scaly scale. That's a really creepy looking one. That's more like Dino Man. Alright, I guess we have to go back this way, and then back this way. We screen wrapped around the world. Money Pit. You've come to a nameless island somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea and found your way into a deep pit called the Money Pit. It is said that the vast fortunes of Verci, the Merchant of Death, lie here. There are traps located throughout to foil intruders. You've managed to negotiate all of them and finally arrived at the central section of the pit. But then, you sense that there is another living being besides yourself here. Something attacks. Is it some beast? A thief? Or could it be the rumored guardian of this place? The rats on the floor bite your feet. Defeat both enemies. Are there really rats? Well, it's going to be Voldo and somebody else. This is Voldo's sex dungeon. Rats on the floor. Yeah, they're... I'm kind of distracted by the little rats down there. Yeah, I guess that's the point. It looks like the Scarab minigame from Star Fox Adventures.
You pay this much. No, that's too low.
You win. Versus
You've done well, Star Fox. Now let's see what you're hiding inside those trousers.
No way, friend. I use them button combos. Zhonghua has great button combo moves.
you win.
Just kidding. This is going to be default Mitsurugi. A new stage, the Colosseum. Yeah, look at him. Giving hard looks like a badass. I do like Mitsurugi, I don't play as him. Like, as a character, he's pretty cool. He's basically, is it Miyamoto Musashi? The Sword Saint? I always thought he was pretty inspired by him. I think he is. He's like Toshiro Mifune. If you don't know who that is, he's a Japanese actor who played, he was in a lot of Akira Kurosawa films. He's basically Japanese Clint Eastwood. Takamatsu Castle. Good old Taki. Yeah, I much prefer Taki's costume when you can see her face. This one's not bad, but I don't like that little demon mask thing that she wears. The Colosseum. You arrive at the remains of an ancient Colosseum. It seems that a fight is going on here, with prize money awarded to the victor. This is a golden opportunity for you to earn some badly needed money for your travels. You hear that the prize money is a paltry sum at first, but the money is supposed to be multiplied by the number of wins. However, all your winnings will be forfeit if you lose. In other words, you must fight your opponents while keeping an eye on your health. In this mission, you have the choice of continuing the battle every time you win or quitting to collect your winnings. It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You can complete this mission by simply winning a single round and quitting or defeating all the enemies that appear. In other words, if you are not concerned about earning prize money, you can quit after you win your first battle. Prize money doubles with each win. Watch the life bar to gauge your health. Defeat the enemy for prize money. This one got real crazy in SoulCalibur 2. It was the stage where confrontation plays. That was one of my favorite challenges to do, because you could get a shit ton of money from it. I suspect this will be the same thing. You lizard man. I think I might need to get Astaroth out for this, or Nightmare. You get a little bit of health back. Nope. It's alright, Xianghua was almost out. I'll spare her a loss. And we'll do that again. Nightmare. Gotta get serious on this one. This is what you can just spam this back and forth. This is why I say Nightmare rewards aggression. Just to hold forward. We go back and forth between horizontal and vertical.
Versus Buldo. Versus Buldo. Fight.
Oh, he has that move now. Siegfried had the first part of that in Soul Edge.
You win. Versus Siegfried.
Oh man, that's a cool outfit for Siegfried. I didn't know he was in this. That's similar to how he looks in 5. Oh, shit, man, he is kicking my ass. Nightmare's got that flow. He's got that good stance flow in this one. I gotta tap out. I'm gonna get booty blasted on the next one if I keep going. Let's try that again. Even if you don't make it all the way, just take your money and try it again.
Versus Lizard Man. Versus Lizard Man. Fight.
When I get to Siegfried, I might have to just bait him.
You win.
I might have to just go for a ring out. And hope he doesn't kick my ass out of the ring.
Versus Maxu. Versus Maxu. Fight.
The man just randomly explodes.
Versus Son Mina.
Hi.
Versus Son Mina.
Okay. Koitsu. Why you? Come on. Get closer. Get closer. Soul Edge looks at him like, really, dude? You gonna be a ring out bitch? Watch, because they'll, that's the risk. You can ring them out easily, but you risk getting ringed out yourself if you back up all the way like that. I'm through with you. See? I have a feeling he's not gonna let me get away with this. Yep. Wang is not gonna let me get away with this ring out shit. Where is he? Ooh! Fuck out of here, son. Oh man. Do I go for it? Do I go for it? No, that's a lot of money. 160 is good. That'll get me a lot of pictures. Who wants to be a millionaire? I'd fucking walk off the set just with 10K. You know how much McDonald's you could get with that? You kidding me? I could live at Mickey D's with 10K. I'm just gonna... all of them. These are all gonna be ring outs. Gastroth's walk animation. Come on, get over here, dude. Not yet.
Versus Sophitia.
Mother.
Versus Sophitia. Fight. In the ring. You win.
Lynx wasn't... I mean, this is like...
Versus Bulldog.
full 180 degrees. He slams you directly behind him. Lynx, you had to be like off at a slight angle. He went for his grab, his ring out grab. Oh! Oh god. Oh. Ooh.
You win.
I'm having difficulty moving him down.
Versus
That definitely got better. The 8-way run controls improved in SoulCalibur 2, and they pretty much stayed that way for the rest of the series. Ooh, I don't think so. Not today, son. Come on, get closer.
in the ring. You win. Versus Mitsurugi.
Just a little bow.
Mitsurugi. Fight.
Oh, shit. Nope, I'm done. Damn it.
You lose.
Like, he calls him Knight. Naito! Well, shit. Kinda want to try this with Astaroth. My risky ring out strategy is not benefiting me too well. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, this is a good one for farming money.
Versus Mitsurugi. Versus Mitsurugi. Fight.
Thought that kind of launched him upward a little bit, that knee. Oh, God. Getting wrecked on the first one. Mitsurugi's one of my weaknesses. I don't play as him, and anytime I fight him, he usually kicks my ass pretty good. I'm getting sweaty. Oh, shit, I might have to change my shirt. I've got my super warm weather winter shirt on. Wait, what am I doing? I'm not Nightmare. Yeah. Oh, what? That was gonna ring him out. It just, like, makes Astaroth slide back. Okay, well, I'm definitely not gonna continue. I'll have to take my 40 coins and 20 coins.
Versus Taki. Versus Taki. Fight!
Crunch. Gora. Wait, how did I get back into this fight with Astaroth? I just subconsciously continued the fight. This is a fun one. Man, you could even gramble on this in real life. The second hit of that move just simply will not hit the CPU in SoulCalibur 2. They always guard the second hit of that. Oh, fuck you, Maxi. God damn it. Even if you just take your 20 coins over and over and over, you will quickly end up with a decent amount of money. Okay, I definitely did better with Nightmare. I wonder, let's see if we can get cheesy with Ivy. I need to practice with her in this one. Ivy is one of my mains in most SoulCalibur games. Shit. Oh cool, she has that move. That means I can win it. I can win at everything. That is one of the most bullshit moves in the entire series. And that is why she is the best character in SoulCalibur 2. You can win every engagement with this move. I mean, I'm bungling it because I don't quite know how she plays in this one, but that is a badass costume for Siegfried. This is one of the best looking versions of him. Kegarawashi. That's a fun word. Filthy. You filthy boy. Ivy's personality has rubbed off on me over the years. Shit. Ivy and Nightmare's personality. Versus Siegfried. Well, this will be a good good practice session with Ivy. Okay, we got it in whip state. She doesn't have the quarter circle back horizontal one. That big, crazy flaming one. Doesn't quite have the range in this one that it did in SoulCalibur 2. She do the over the top one? Doesn't look like it. Oh, shit. This is also one. I mean, all of these character designs for them are great in this one. They made the wise choice of resetting the timeline for 6 and going back to their best looks. It's not quite as spammable as it is in the sequels. Oh, fuck. I used to downright, like, frighten my friends when I played as Ivy. But one of my friends told me that, he said, you treat Ivy like she's your last resort, but the real ass-kicking comes from when you choose Nightmare. He said anytime I play as Nightmare, he just couldn't touch me. And I was a button masher back then, too. I had a couple friends that could keep up with me in Smash Brothers. I had one friend who was better than me at Smash 64. But other than that, I was better than them at everything, all the fighting games we played. I'm at that painful skill level with SoulCalibur where, like, I could beat people in real life that I played with, but if I entered a tournament, I'd probably get wrecked instantly. I did okay when I played online in 6, though. I had somebody tell me that I scared them with Ivy and Shangla, which I'm quite proud of. I probably tell that story every time I play something like this. Yoshimitsu's J.O. move. What kind of man just pops a squat and J.O.'s in the middle of battle? Yoshimitsu, that's who. Hillock's range is not to be sneezed at either. Little fucker. God damn it. I'm not doing so good with Ivy. Okay, I'll try this again with Nightmare, but I don't think I'm gonna get too far.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
I haven't made any money for a little while. I remember the first time I fought the guy who was better than me at Smash 64. We did it in the middle of class. We had one laptop to do it on, so we did the key bindings. We both had our hands on the keyboard. It was pretty funny. It was so intense, though. I think we both got addicted to fighting each other from after that one match. We were the only people that could push each other that hard. Alright, my skill is declining. I'm doing worse. I need to just go back to trying to ring him out. Fuck you, Astaroth. Stomp him out.
Versus Shanfa.
I almost got down to the end on one of them. He's harder to... It's harder to get him to guard when you're in the other stances in this one. Alright. Damn it. Almost. Oh! Nothing can make you mad like fighting games do. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna do this like one more time and then move on. 'Cause I'm doing worse.
Nightmare versus Lizard Man. Fight!
Lizard Man's just Sophidia in this one, right? Wow, this is pathetic. I can't end on that.
Nightmare versus Ivy. Versus Ivy. Fight! You win! Versus Siegfried. Versus Siegfried. Fight! Out of the ring! You win! Versus Son Mina. Versus Son Mina. Fight! Out of the ring! You win! Versus Kick. Versus Fight.
Shouldn't have gone for another one. He's gonna get me. It's fucking Killick. He just won't let me push him over to the edge. Gotta roll the other way.
You win!
Trying to stomp. No way. Ugh. Gotta get something. I haven't gotten any money for a little while. Okay. Let's move on from that one. That one's hard. Still got a good amount of money. It's Voldo's Knight's costume. Man, I love the texture on the gold part of his weapon. That looks great. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about when you look at early 3D graphics. Those textures are phenomenal. She looks like they tried to approximate a celebrity. They probably watched a movie. Used some American actress for reference. Shrine of Eurydice. That one looks good. I think her face looks a little better in that one than it does here. They're both good, though. Got a little JPEG artifact there. Whatever's going on. There we go. Very nice. Kind of looks like Cassandra's outfit. Halgia.
Muskerame.
I think that's what he says. He calls them like worms. Mushi is bug. He looks a little cooler here. In-game, he's pretty silly looking. Leatherman. I always thought his, the purple version of him in SoulCalibur 2 looked like Vin Diesel. There we go, there's Nightmare. If you don't like the way their armor breaks off in SoulCalibur 6, you can make a custom version where they never lose it. If you think maybe it cheapens him from seeing Siegfried underneath. I don't. I think it's cool. That always gets a surprise out of people who don't know SoulCalibur very well when they see the armor break off. They're like, I didn't know there was a guy under there. His face looks great in this one. That's a pretty good alternate costume. The big, like the hip guards that he has on are a little silly looking, but I do like this costume. Okay, so we should have like three new stages to try now. That's a good one. I didn't like Ivy at first. When I first played SoulCalibur 2, I thought she was a little weird, and she is. I mean, she's got a fucking dominatrix BDSM outfit on. But over time, she grew on me, and now she's one of my favorites. She is my favorite. Ivy isn't just one of my favorite SoulCalibur girls. She's one of my favorite female video game characters. There are new travels ahead. The Adrian and the Fortress. Wait, was that the first one that I unlocked? I'm confused. Did I just unlock them for multiplayer? She's not looking too good here. Ivy looks a little sickly. I know that's her whole thing, though. She's malfested. And she hates it. It's alright, Ivy. I have the cure to your malfested conundrum. I've been snorting SoulCalibur dust all day. I can cancel it out. Alright, let's see what we unlocked. Ooh, no, we did unlock them for this mode. Shrine of Eurydice. Hephaestus. Several years ago, when Soul Edge disappeared along with Cervantes, a young woman's cry calling out this name could be heard throughout this place. You learned that Hephaestus is the name of the ancient Greek god of fire and smithery, and decided to head to a shrine dedicated to the worship of this god. This shrine is located far above the clouds and icy. Freezing winds blow without mercy there. You find yourself shielding your face from this unbearable wind. When you raise your head again, a warrior enveloped in light stands before you. Was this warrior sent by the gods? The wind blows with increasing intensity. One false move and you will be carried away. The strong winds will carry you away. Defeat both enemies. This stage gimmick returned in SoulCalibur 2, I think on Talim's stage. Actually, no, they did it on the Shrine of Eurydice stage too. I just had a memory of slipping off the side. Oh man, you really can't get anywhere near the edge here. He said heart. Kokoro. His Kokoro's going doki doki. Shit, I'm about to get no. No, no, ow! Oh! Ah, she went out too. Damn it. Fwart. Getting tricky. I'm starting to struggle. I read that this isn't very long. Oh. Oh no. Alright, well, we had a crash. It took me a little bit to get back where I was. I almost beat the gambling one. Need to buy 3 more of these to get back where I was.
A new feature added.
The last opponent that it threw at me was Rock with, like, Cubone's head on. Money pit. Okay. Now we are back where we were. Just with a little bit more money. Save. Jesus. That only set me back about 45 minutes. That wasn't too bad. You missed some rage, though. I actually pounded my hand on the... I pounded my fist on the table. The rat's on the floor. Alright, you saw me beat this one, but it's not going to take that long. This was the costume that I saw for Rock. He was the final boss of the money one. I don't know if he's always the boss of that.
Versus Rock. Fight.
This is like dying cat music. Big man fight. The good news with all of that was I got a little bit better with Astaroth.
You win.
I remembered some moves. I'm getting better. I think I'm better with him than Nightmare.
Voldo. Versus Voldo. Fight.
Although oh yeah, I forgot about that one. That's a good move. Do it without getting rats on my feet. Get out of here. That was a good amount of money. I'm going to save after every single match now. I hope that doesn't happen with other games. Man, that happens a lot. I'm gonna be upset, because this is the first time I've had a chance to play Dreamcast, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Festus, several years ago. Okay, we did this one too. I think this is where it crashed.
Versus Rock. Versus Rock. Fight.
Ooh. Oh yeah, it's the ring out one. God, I love Astaroth so much. Is he like the OG big fighting game character that's actually good? Oh my god. Sophidia and Mitsurugi are consistently kicking my butt when I face them.
Out of the ring. You win.
Get lost.
Alright, let's get some art. Let's see what else we got here. Who's next? New costume. Press Y plus A in the character select. I'm not even sure what button that is. Dreamcast controllers confuse me. Isn't it actually the same as Xbox? There he is. Good old Siegfried. I always wanted to have hair as long as Siegfried. I'm working on it now. I've got it about, like, just above shoulder length. Probably gonna take me another 5 years or so to get it down that low. By that time, I'll be balled up on top. His alternate costume's badass. I like this one. I'm probably going to give him a try at some point. So that's where that sword comes from. I recognize some of the swords from later games. You're off the air, Bison. That's a bison, right? I didn't know they had horns like that. And who knows what manner of beast he killed to get that skull. He just found some fossils. He killed a lizard man, that's what it is. Song Mina. I always had fun recoloring her costume. She's one of my favorite characters to recolor, but I don't play as her very often. Is that the same costume? No, it's different. This has a lot more like gallery kind of stuff than some of the other games in the series. It's always a shame when they skimp out on that kind of stuff. SoulCalibur 6 makes up for the lack of that with the character customization thing. Just looking at their faces, seeing all the different facial expressions they have is really fun in 6. This game might be one of my favorite versions of Cervantes. God, I wish he looked like this again instead of like the ghostly, like pale skin. He's just purple. His color scheme is totally boring in the later games. Even the design of his costume I don't think is that great. He's one of the few characters in 6 that I don't think looks that great. I love the artwork for him in 5, but the in-game model looks nothing like it. That one's a little silly. I've never been a fan of that alternate costume for him. There's the Edge Master. I kind of like this guy more than I thought I would. Yeah, the stitching on the head is disturbing here. Those little notches on his gloves, that's another, that would be illegal. It is illegal to own gloves like that, IRL. You don't think about that kind of stuff when you look at video game characters. There's Inferno. Yep, just a big old flaming skull. Inferno 2? Not really sure what I'm looking at here. It's pretty. Whatever it is. Exhibition theater. Oh, that means we get to watch all their little weapon exhibitions. I'm gonna have fun in the museum in this. You know what? Let's go check some of those out right now. I wonder if you have to unlock them. Alright, it should be museum, right?
SoulCalibur.
There we go. This is probably just going to be what we were just looking at, yeah.
Soul.
Battle theater. CPU players. We don't need to do that right now. Let's look at some character profiles and exhibition theater.
Welcome back to the
Okay.
stage of history.
So, I'm gonna guess it's the characters that you've beaten arcade mode with. It's good that there are only 2 here. This is a mode that I missed in 6. Again, the custom character thing kinda has this, but I like listening to their voices. They make some really funny facial expressions. When I get to SoulCalibur 2, I will show you that Mitsurugi, his face is glitched in only with English though. His facial animations are glitched in English. Nightmare, the Azure Knight, the Azure Nightmare, or as Tira calls him, Aokishi-san. Style Memories of Soul Edge. Back the fuck off. Age unknown. Yada yada. Height 5'6". Weight 206. I'm guessing that's with the armor on. If not, holy moly, he thick. Blood type none. No one knows when the knight in azure armor first appeared in Europe. It was said that those who saw this knight's crimson eyes could not escape death. The grotesquely shaped sword in his hand appeared as if enraptured when bathed in the blood of the living. And then there were the grotesque monsters that followed him. Seasoned knights and armies equipped with the latest firearms were no match for it, as the nightmarish horde cut a path of destruction and horror through towns and villages. Soul Edge. Soul Edge is the legendary sword of Nightmare. To some, it was the hero's sword, and to others, the sword of immortality. Although the details of this legendary sword changed as its rumor traveled around the world, its true nature was unmistakably evil. Nightmare was said to be a young warrior who was corrupted by taking possession of Soul Edge. The evil sword had a will of its own, and it transformed itself into a gigantic sword that would make the best use of the warrior's fighting experience. Its single eye appeared enraptured whenever the grotesquely shaped sword was bathed in blood. The demonic blade manipulated its bearer to commit atrocities so that it could consume the souls of the innocent. Soul Edge's true purpose and intent remains to be discovered. Has yet to be discovered. And you can even look at the stage too. This is great. Ost-Rheinberg Castle. Ost-Rheinberg Castle rises high with the deep forests of Mittelberg in Germany behind it. Constructed by a renowned independent knight named Sir Stefan, this castle's defenses consist of quadruple castle walls, considered as being impregnable. Considered to be impregnable? Some of the writing in this isn't great. However, after Sir Stefan was killed in a war, the remaining soldiers loyal to him were summarily executed, and women and children were taken away as slaves. After thieves plundered it thoroughly, this castle became a tragic ruin that reeked of death. It became a place where none dared to visit. You know what? I'm glad they translated this, and I'm glad they brought it to us. God bless them for doing that and not slapping us with their opinions, like translators so often do these days. Yeah, they just pitched his voice down. That is definitely Nobuyuki Hiyama. Warrior! Warrior! So's Yoshimitsu in this one. I think he played, Nobuyuki played Yoshimitsu up to the 3rd one, and then after that, in 4, Norio Wakamoto took over, and he still plays him. Okay. We saw the ending when I played arcade mode. We don't need to see that again. Let's take a look at Astaroth.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
So far, I can say Astaroth is my main in this. Astaroth, a soldier of the heretics. Weapon, giant axe. Colutes, style Gulkus, aged 3. September 3rd. Family, none. There are many similar creatures like him. He's just one of many golems that they created. Height, 6'4", 209. He's a big boy. The god of destruction, Palgia, desired to possess the demonic blade Soul Edge and ordered his grand priest Kunpatku to seek out Soul Edge. Kunpetku. Astaroth was created in hellish heat under the divine protection of the god of destruction to head up the quest. The Grand Priest Kunpetku ordered his creation, the giant Astaroth, to find the demonic blade. As he gazed upon Astaroth as he departed from the shrine with the giant axe in hand, the Grand Priest laughed to himself. If I possess the immense power that even the gods desire, I shall become a god myself. Coludes, the Grand Priest Kunpetku of the heretical order Fugel Sestimus, made Astaroth's giant axe called Coludes. The Grand Priest used many invocations to create this giant axe, which Astaroth took on his quest to find Soul Edge. Astaroth used Colutis, which means merciless destroyer, in the ancient language of the Order during his rampages. The souls taken by Colutis served to feed the never-ending hunger of Nightmare's Soul Edge. Once Soul Edge was full of souls, it would be taken to Astaroth's true master, Palgia, the god of evil, to bring forth the apocalypse. Isn't there a picture of that god in the background of one of his stages? Nice to see Astaroth's stage with red. Usually it's green. It's cool that it's the magma stage here. Palgia Shrine. The Palgia Shrine is an underground lair that defies the god of evil Palgia. Located at the foot of a volcano, its grand hall is always filled with fiery lava. There is a triangular-shaped altar at the center of the shrine, where the Grand Priest Kunpetku resides over various ceremonies. This is also the place where Astaroth uttered his birth cry. I don't want to know what that sounded like.
Where? Astaroth want milkies!
The materials used to construct this shrine are not known. However, the various surrounding statues, as well as the face of the serpent spewing lava, suggest that they are extremely heat-resistant. No one knows whether these materials are man-made or born of evil magic. I'm trying to do an impression of the narrator from SoulCalibur 2.
地獄へ落ちろ!
Literally, that means fall to hell. Mushikerame. You can learn a little Japanese from doing this.
死ね!
That's an important Japanese swear word. Wameki? What? Mongaki? Mongaki Wameki? Alright. We saw his ending, of course, because he wouldn't be here if we hadn't. Let's check out them exhibitions. I want to see that wonderful mocap.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Why do I have 5? Okay. Oh, maybe the other characters didn't have them. Let's see Ivy's. I think I've seen this before. No music for this? You can see her buns jiggling around. She's moonwalking a little bit. It's alright though. Those are absolutely fantastic. Tomoyomi is one of my favorite Japanese voice actresses. I'm looking at a poster on my wall right now of Erd. Urudo! The name's Mitsurugi. Remember it.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
How could I forget? I couldn't forget you if I wanted to, Mitsurugi. We saw this on the title screen, but we're gonna watch it again. Oh man, look at the leaves! The way the leaves blow around when he swings his stick. That is a fantastic detail. I don't think I've seen anything like that in any of the sequels. The lens flare there. Oh my god, these are great. This truly was, like, this was a hell of an era for video games. We're still basically, like, coasting off of the shit that they did back then. It's so funny to see, like, how shitty a lot of video games have gotten these days. Fortunately, I'm not sure what he said. I have a hard time understanding Killick. Fortunately, we have access to so many games now that it's not a big deal. Seigi wa katsu? Justice? Something about justice? I'm pretty sure Seigi is justice. Not sure what katsu is. Katsu, maybe victory? Justice is victory? Just kidding? I think that might be what she said. I like this stage. The rain looks great. That background is gorgeous. Alright, well those were fantastic. Hopefully there are more of those. Oh, wait a minute. Select third model. Y and A. Which one's A? I don't think I hit the right button. No. Loop? Camera? Oh. It's got a free camera, huh? For naughty boys. Naughty boys who want naughty camera angles. Okay, there we go. That's her third costume. She has similar costumes to that in later games. It looks... I think her costume in 4 was similar to this. She had the little shorts on. She's got the little pedals blowing around on her stage too. Take that, modern devs. Modern activist devs. There are Dreamcast games that are still flexing nuts on your trash. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Just kidding. Alright, well that's going to do it for SoulCalibur today, so thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon with more.